Welcome back to College Football Live. And while many college football players have been declaring for the NFL draft, Washington Huskies linebacker Drew Fowler, in our opinion, did something far more relatable, declaring for the job market, saying in part, "I need a job. If you or anybody you know has an employment opportunity, I'm your guy. Gritty, hardworking, sneaky, athletic, locker room guy. Will bring my lunch pail to work. My LinkedIn profile is updated, and I am open to work." So let's welcome in the man who's ready to work, Drew Fowler. Drew, what has the response been since you posted your announcement?
Guys, this has been insane. I did it to kind of be funny and to genuinely just thank all the people, that were a part of my experience. And all of a sudden I get a call from one of our media guys like, "Hey, check Bleacher Report." Next thing I know, I think I have over 3,000 LinkedIn requests just sitting in my app right now I got to go through. So it's been crazy for sure.
I mean, you literally won the internet in our opinion. But Drew, I have to ask, what is the dream job?
Yeah, my whole kind of spiel, it's crazy. I was in a time of college football where I had 4 head coaches here at the University of Washington in my career. And so I kind of got this curiosity and passion looking at organizational leadership and change management. So, in 20, 30 years, I want to help run companies. I want to help lead organizations, and kind of working back from that in the short term, I want to get in the pit and learn the foundations of business, whether that's, ideally it's in finance, but it could be, in operations and supply chain. But I'm kind of figuring that out now with this crazy post.
Yeah, it's so fun to read your post because the way you phrased everything is just absolutely perfect. Because a lot of people don't know, you're one of roughly 81,000 people that are playing college football, and 0.4% of that will make an opening day NFL roster. So, right, football ends for all of us at some point. What's the message when it comes to academics and education for the 99% that won't go on to play professional football? What are you saying from a deeper perspective about the next phase of your life, and then relaying that on to other athletes who are going to come to a rude awakening as well at some point?
Absolutely. When I first came into college in 2019, the whole idea was hopefully you can, get out of college debt free and hopefully have a shot at the league. Now, all of a sudden in modern college football, there's, NIL, there's revenue sharing, there's the transfer portal, there's all these other factors. And really the thing for me was leaving college, I really wanted to be proud of the career that I had and the experiences that I had. And obviously it's a, childhood dream for all of these athletes to go to the professional league. But that doesn't necessarily mean that your career has to be defined by not making the NFL. I feel very proud of the career I had, and I'm excited for the next chapter. And just because, the top picks get to send out a, thanks UW, I thought I should too. And, my greater message to all the other athletes is, it's not NFL or bust. You can be totally proud of your achievements and everything that you did in your college time, especially in the crazy world that we live in now. And so, for me, it played out in a way that, I knew the NFL wasn't exactly in the cards, but it doesn't mean I can't be proud of what I've done. And now as I go on in this next chapter, I'm excited and kind of meeting ahead on.
Well, Drew, this is Sam Macho. The chapter isn't over yet, right? You played at Washington, but you also played Penn State. Let's say I'm your future employer. Let's say I want a scouting report. I want a scouting report on Penn State. What can I expect when I watch Penn State this weekend?
Man, we obviously you go back and watch that game. They gave us fits, hand up. We had a tough time with them. Obviously, they got so many weapons on offense. They got anytime you have a system with 2 running backs that you could make an argument for who's running back 1, who's running back 2. You have a big problem over there. And then obviously, Drew Aller is coming to his own this year and poses a lot of issues. And I'm even forgetting probably their biggest monster, Tyler Warren. So you want to get me rolling on the talk scheme and talk ball with Penn State, man. Their offense poses a lot of problems for a lot of defenses. And I haven't even started talking about how they line up in the craziest formations we saw all year. So that's definitely something. If you wanted to get me started on that, I could talk forever.
Well, you've talked scheme, you've talked ball. Let's talk leadership. You got a chance last year to go to the college football playoff and go to a national championship. What did you learn during your time when it comes to leadership and success, not just at the collegiate level, but at any level?
Yeah, again, that's such a cool question. I could talk for hours about it. Just to focus in on last year and giving credit where it's due to obviously last year's staff. Coach DeBoer, what made him so impressive was just his complete lack of ego and how he trusted everybody from top to bottom in the organization to do their job at the highest level. In the experience we had last year, I think everybody loved each other and everybody trusted each other. And that was obviously led and bred from Coach DeBoer. And then, this year with Coach Fish, obviously, I think, you guys might look at the records and see what we did this year, and it looks a little different. But the year in transition that we had with so many guys leaving and so many, people in power positions taking different roles, that to really, in Coach Fish's situation, to address the team and take all elephants in the room and discuss them instead of trying to avoid them. And he really kept it real with us. And so anytime your leaders are 100% real and authentic, obviously gains a lot of respect and helps lead excitement into the future of UW.
Drew, I know I can't let you get out of here, and I don't want to speak for everybody else without saying, do you have any interviews lined up from all of these LinkedIn requests?
Yeah, like I said, I've got over 3,000 of them to come through on LinkedIn in the next week or so. But I have a couple. I'm trying to schedule only about 2 or 3 a day for the next little bit, just to not drown myself in it. So hopefully it'll be fun and figuring out the next chapter.
Well, Drew, we wish you the best of luck, and no doubt, based off of this whole conversation, that you're going to have no problem getting a job. So thank you so much for joining us and for your time.
Thank you guys so much for having me.